Hi guys, I'm just writing this piece for my Living in the Sweet Life .com, and I just thought I'd read it out to you because it's sort of just a flow of consciousness, but it seems to have gone somewhere that's really interesting. And yeah, so this is this is something that I hope a lot of people are feeling, and I apologise if it offends people, but there you go. So I'll just read it. It's only a couple of minutes. Coronavirus, see COVID-19, the virus, severe acute respiratory syndrome, whatever you want to call it, it's definitely upon us now. And most people will be feeling the effects of lockdown, social distancing, and having to work from home. So, which is worse for you? Are you relishing the loneliness that this horrible living entity has brought upon us, or are you missing everything? That's the first question, I guess. It's a strange and illuminating time. I know some people are thriving with the opportunity to stop their lives for a short while and use the time to reassess what's happening to them. A bit of a merry-go-round with meetings and long-distance flights and lonely hotels and things like that. So they're really looking forward to getting off that treadmill and start thinking and spending time with their family. So reassessing is good. Their thoughts are with any changes they want to make in their lives. So you know the sort of thing, ever longed for, much hyped work-life balance that constantly advertised by rich people who no longer have to work to pay the mortgage, and social influencers, which are paid £1 million an Instagram post, and you know who you are, Kardashians and others. There are other influencers available too. And I know some people, my videos don't get very far, but I just wanted to say it so some people aren't listening, but please stop enabling this family and others like them. Stop keeping people with no talent famous and able to get paid obscene amounts of money for wearing too much makeup and being good at using Facetune, especially now when those are still working to make sure that we're all safe and fed, banks running, postal delivered, and those sick taken care of and nurtured are still being significantly paid significantly small amounts of money. Most of these incredible people who are putting their health on the line are paid a pittance, while those are giving makeup tutorials and are complaining that they're locked up in mansions with infinity pools, tennis courts and kitchens stocked with food, earn obscene sums of money. And I love money, but it does make you think about priorities. In the real world, some of those helping humanity are unable to get their hands on some of the basics like toilet roll or flour, and yet still leave the house each day to do what they can to help, to do their job. Okay? While we all, yes, and I include myself in this because I love watching um, influencers and things on YouTube, we continue to watch and click those like buttons, subscribe to the channels, and tune into their programs. Some influencers will continue to feel that they're better and more important than those who are probably going to be caring for them or their loved ones over the next few months. It's really an interesting thing to think about. Who's to blame for it, for all of their false belief? Well, I think we all are. Maybe it's now when the world is overrun with a virus, killing thousands every day, that we should reassess what's important and the message we want to give to our children and grandchildren about values, empathy, and truth. So just stop it now. Let's see if we can. Just stop it. And let's begin to reassess who are the people who deserve admiration and bigger paychecks. I know they're all entertaining, but as long as you and I continue to click and like the buttons, the real influencers will just still go without. And I'd love to think that when this pandemic is over, funds and resources will be directed to those I've already mentioned. Unfortunately, human nature is such that once things begin to settle down and the weekly 8 o'clock clapping has stopped for the NHS, we're all doing it, governments and people will quickly forget what's important and go back to idolising those people who do little to influence the world in a way that small children should see as a role model. Will the roles we are valuing today be valued when life stops tipping? I don't think so. Human nature is such that we strive for something. What it is as individual as fingerprints. What is universal is that there will always be those out there who admire people with money rather than talent or skills, and those out there who are willing to earn money from letting themselves be idolised whilst believing the hype that's generated. So I guess I'm just saying, I'm hoping that at the end of all of this, we'll all reassess what's valuable and what's the sort of people we want to influence our kids and grandchildren. Um, and I do it, you know. I press the buttons and I like the likes and things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. They keep us entertained, but they don't give anything back to now other than keeping us entertained. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. Okay, bye.